Now, you know, there are some people that come up to the table and they say, Forrest, why are you doing this? Or I invite them for coffee and they say, okay, all right, but why are you doing this? And what I like to tell them is that, number one, maybe the biggest reason that I'm doing it is I'm a follower of Jesus. And Jesus says in Luke, in the Gospel of Luke chapter 6:31, he says, do unto others, or treat others as you would have them do unto you, or as you would have them treat you. So I joke with them. I say, so I'm going to serve you a cup of coffee tonight for free, and maybe tomorrow, next week, when I see you in town, I want you to buy me a cup of coffee. And they usually laugh a little bit and take the coffee. And it just opens up an opportunity to talk and to get to know them a little bit better. And that's what we want to do out there. I want to see a change in the community. I want to be a part of that change instead of complaining about how bad it is late at night in one of these stations. But I also want to see lives changed. I want to see people get to hear about the one that I follow. I follow Jesus, and I think that he can have a tremendous part in changing the community where we live. When we started this work, we began in Vorbe. That's the community that I live in, and I thought, boy, that's the best place to begin, right where I live. And we started there, and we were at the Vorbe subway station between 12 at night and 3 in the morning. But we continued to do that for actually a number of years, and then we decided we wanted to move it, or not really move it, but spread out. So then we began, I guess about a year ago, in Bredeng. We're there between on Friday nights between 10 at night and 12, and then we pack everything in the car and we drive over to Vorbe. We're there from 12 at night till around 2, and then we thought, well, let's take it a step farther, and we started going to Fitja. And so we're in Fitja on Saturday night. So Friday night, Bredeng, Saturday night, Fitja. And we're there between, once again in Fitja, between 10 and 12, and then pack up the car and go back to Vorbe. So we're in Vorbe twice, and in those two communities once. People, we meet wonderful people in both of those places. Hey, this is kind of what we do out here. Like I mentioned before, we serve coffee and tea in front of the mall here. And people come by and we have great conversations. Ro, good to see you. Good to see you. People think when I talk to them about our work serving coffee at the subway stations, a lot of people think, oh man, you must meet a lot of drunks out there. And I've said before, it gets pretty wild sometimes. But what I've been amazed about is all the wonderful people I've met. Yeah, you meet drunks. That's one of the reasons we're out there, to serve coffee to people and to make sure just our presence being there, hoping to calm things down a little bit as much as we can. I'm not so sure we always do it, but we have a good time. But we meet a lot of wonderful people in each of these communities. Fitja has a lot of wonderful people, Bredeng, Vorbe, and I could just continue to name the different places where we've been. And they come by, they take a cup of coffee. Yeah, they ask us why we're doing it, but we get so many compliments along the way. People that say, you know, we really appreciate what you're doing. And that just makes it all worthwhile to go the next night and do the same thing, because you know that people care about what you're doing, you're serving them, and you're making a difference in their life and in the community. I have friends who help me with this work. There are times that I do it alone, and it's fun to do it alone sometimes, but I don't get the opportunity to talk to people as I like to do unless I have other people helping me. So my friends come out with me, and they love the work too. They think it's a lot of fun to meet people out there and to do this type of work.
All right, so this is Alby, and this is where we serve coffee. We do this as a gesture of God's love for this community, and we have a vision to see this place change and become a place where people love each other and do good for each other. And as a part of that vision, we tell people about Jesus Christ.
If you're watching this video and you happen to be somewhere between Bredäng and Norsborg on a Friday and a Saturday night, well, I want to take this time to invite you to come out. Come out and have a cup of coffee with us and get to know our stations. You know, they're really nice places and there's a lot of nice people out there. If you come, you'll be one of them.